Hey, what's up, people? Jaydub here, giving my thoughts on this last episode of Monday Night Raw, the last Raw before the upcoming Money in the Bank pay-per-view. By the way, do you notice anything a little different? Yeah, I got a haircut. You like? Yeah, thanks, I know you do. On to the show, Raw. There were some highlights, there were some lowlights. Let's start off with the highlight of the show, possibly the highlight of the year. Randy Orton countering Airborne. Evan Bourne is like in midair, and Randy Orton like hits an RKO on him out of nowhere, like right as he's in the middle of the Airborne. That was absolutely epic. They should have saved that for like a pay-per-view or something like that. That's how epic that was, and it was just all around great. Possibly the spot of the year. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that would even compete with that, but you let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think that was the spot of the year? So we go from the best thing to the worst thing about the show, the lowlights. And hell, just like I said, that might have been a spot of the year. This might have been the epic fail of the year. You had Mrs. Brady making out with the great Khali. I don't even want to spend too much time on that because I can feel my breakfast, rising up a little. I can feel it. Moving on. uh, Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Like I said, that's coming up. I don't feel WWE. I don't know. It's kind of weird because we're used to seeing the Money in the Bank matches built up a certain way, but now since the Money in the Bank matches have their own pay-per-view, it's like the Money in the Bank matches, they were already important at WrestleMania, but now it's like they're at a different, like a higher level of importance and significance. That's why we have chance to see like main eventers like Randy Orton and Edge in the match. And speaking of people like that, did anybody notice how they have so many separate feuds going on in this Money in the Bank match? Like we're seeing Randy Orton versus Edge, that's developing on its own, but it's also promoting the Money in the Bank match. Then we have Ted DiBiase and John Morrison. Then we had the Miz. He took out R-Truth last week. Then he took out Mark Henry this week, the new competitor in the Money in the Bank match. And I have to say, as you can tell, I'm a big misfit. I've said it before. I will say it once again. I'm loving his new persona. He seems like he's more ruthless. He seems more aggressive. It's just all in all great. Could he be building to a possible, WWE, they like to make people super serious if they want to push him to like a world championship. Could that be the way he's going? Who knows? I'll have my fingers crossed for that. But yeah, who knows if it'll happen anytime soon. But still, I'm enjoying the Mrs. character a lot more from what I'm seeing now. And yeah, another Money in the Bank match. We have another Money in the Bank match for the pay-per-view. We have John Cena versus Sheamus, WWE Championship in a steel cage match. I don't think that they built up to that match pretty well. They didn't get me excited for the match on this last episode of Raw because it seemed like the focus was on Nexus. And that was kind of like foreshadowing that Nexus is going to get involved in this match somehow. And the reason why the GM booked the match to be a steel cage match was to keep people out. But I'm thinking Nexus, they're going to find a way into that match anyway. So, who gives a damn? But, yeah, Sheamus, he ran out at the end of the show, helped out John Cena run off the Nexus bunch. It's like I know Nexus, it's like they're being posed as a legitimate threat to Monday Night Raw, but it's just like I said, you're acting like these guys don't even have a steel cage match for the most prestigious title and, the company. Like, they're fighting for the WWE Championship in a steel cage match, but they're helping each other out, So I don't know what's going to come out of that, but, yeah, that didn't get me too much excited for the show. And then, they didn't even have any interaction in the show until we saw them working together at the end of the night. So, yeah, I don't know about that. But, what else do I have to talk about? Oh, speaking of John Cena, has anybody noticed, like, over these past couple of weeks, we're starting to see a new evolution of his character? He's trying out some different things in his promos and his actions, and it's like some good things about it, but there's also some ugly things about it. One of the good things about it being last week, we had him, how shall we say, channeling his inner cerebral assassin, if you catch my drift, at the end of the show. He showed some aggression. He showed some, like, that's what I want to see from John Cena. I love seeing aggression from him because he's so cookie cutter. He likes plays right down the line. We don't see anything from him. He doesn't step out of his, comfort zone. And I thought that was great what he did to Darren Young last week. And like I said, he channeled his inner cerebral assassin. He kind of reminded me of Triple H a little bit. I don't know if he reminded you guys of him, but yeah, that was the good that I'm seeing about John Cena and this evolution of his character. Now the bad that I'm seeing is he's taking a more John Cena. He's always been like a light kind of guy in his promos and stuff, but now he's gone from the we're gonna I've been down and we're gonna come back and we're gonna win because the champ is here. He's going from that to being like a joker. He's like I watched this last episode of Raw. I'm like, who the fuck does he think he is? Like Jim Carrey or somebody? Like he's cracking all these jokes, and I'd see if they were actually funny. But to me, they're coming off as lame. Like I get a couple of chuckles off of him, but besides that, it's like I really don't. Well, I do get it, but it's just I don't get. He gets an A for effort, but an F for execution. And somebody pointed out to me that, he isn't trying to be Jim Carrey. He's trying to be The Rock. And then when I read that, I'm like, okay, I can see what you're talking about. But it's like his imitation was so fucking poor that I didn't know he was, trying to be The Rock. Because we all know The Rock. He was so funny in his promos and he cracked so many jokes. But it's not working for John Cena. Like it's just coming off as lame. And like I said, he gets an A for effort, but an F for execution, because I see he's trying to make some changes. I guess he took note of the criticism. People got tired of him giving those repetitive promos, so maybe that's the reason why he's trying to have an evolution in his character, but hopefully he continues on with it. And, yeah. I guess that's all I have to say about that. And on this whole general manager biz, people are going crazy over it. Last week, hell, it's like everybody just became a composite version of JR, because all I heard was Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold. Everybody running around saying it's Stone Cold. People, that is a classic swerve. WWE, they just threw out those quotes just because they knew people were going to go crazy about him. I have no doubt in my mind. Well, I won't say no doubt in my mind, because hell, anything can happen, but it's not Stone Cold. That's what I'm thinking. Like this week, they had quotes from friggin' Roddy Piper, so hey, next week it'll be the Iron Sheik. They be talking about effing people up the A and making them humble, and then next week it'll be The Rock, and it's just hell. I don't know who the GM is. WWE, they probably don't even know. So I guess all of the speculation is just crazy. I guess there's nothing more we can say about it for this point. But yeah, people, I will be uploading a Money in the Bank preview, maybe Friday or Saturday. Like I always wait to upload my previews because I want to make sure WWE, they have all of the matches confirmed. Because if I uploaded a preview today, they'll probably confirm another match, and then after I upload it. So yeah, guess that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and peace out.